Now obviously this isn't ideal. Welcome back to Explore Life, everyone. Today's video is going to be the first actual video of the van build. I know obviously we bought the van and that was a van build episode and the very first one, but today's episode is going to be the first video where we're actually working on the van and doing things to it. Now originally this video was meant to just be one video of us ripping out the insides and cleaning all the rust and stuff, but it's taken a lot longer than expected because there was rusty bolts and stuff, as you'll see, and they were a nightmare to get out, and there's a lot of rust. So instead of it being one video, it's going to be two separate videos, just so that I can keep the video short and so I can get the video out there as soon as possible, because otherwise you'd be waiting another week or two, and I don't really want to leave a gap so big between the first video and this video. So without rambling on anymore, I'll just let you watch it. We're about to start working on the inside of the van, so this will probably be the first video that you see of us just stripping the entire inside out and also working on getting any bits of rust out. So Jack will be doing that, grinding away at the rust, trying to get that gone. And whilst he's doing that, I'm going to be ripping all the sheets of wood out. This metal board here, well not board, but this metal sheet here. Right, so just a quick update from today. We aren't finished yet on the inside of the van. We've got most of the panels off except for two, and then we just need to blast through all the rust. But we're not going to do that tonight because, as you can see, it's dark. It's quite late, so we're going to get back to doing that another day. Right, so it's a new day today and we're back out here again, just trying to get the rust off today. And also, we're going to try and get that off. We couldn't get it off the other day because the screws are far too tight. But we've got a wrench and a hammer, so we're just going to try and loosen them with that. And then once they're loose, we'll just use the drill. I did forget to mention just then that that isn't the only penetrative rust that we found. We did find some when we obviously bought the van, but we didn't mention it because it's not that bad and it's in a place that isn't that bad. It's right at the bottom of the door. In all fairness, to be honest with you, we didn't really think that's too much of a big issue because it's right at the bottom of the door, so we can just basically cut it out, and then we can just weld a bit of metal on there, whereas the one in there, it's on the side of the van, so you could potentially see it from the outside of the van, so that is a big problem. So that's why we mentioned that, and we need to get that sorted. Right, so we're trying to get the panel off, the metal panel from between the cabin and the loading bay, and the screws are so rusted, I don't know if you can see down there, that we can't really get them out with a wrench or a drill. So the plan is, I think we're just going to drill screw heads off, and then obviously just hope that it slides out, because we don't really need to use the screws again, and we don't need the holes that the screws will be stuck in, so it doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna drill them out because it'll be quicker and easier. So we've just tried to get the heads off with the drill, but it's not working, so we're gonna use an angle grinder instead and try and just grind them off. This should work, it definitely should. So we won't have a problem after this, but it's just taking ages. Stop. Oh. Yeah. Right, so we've finally got the back of the cabin off. So all we need to do now is get rid of this floor, and then also we need to just clear all the rust because we haven't finished that yet. So first we have to tidy everything up so we can actually pull the floor out once everything's up, which is the worst part, but got to be done. Right, so finally we've done it. We've grinded all the bolt heads off. So now we're going to just tidy the floor and hopefully this will lift up, but knowing our luck, it's probably going to be stuck somewhere else. Well, that's it for today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, and if you aren't already, subscribe, and remember, keep exploring.